high-quality health care to residents of Western New York, offering patients the most sophisticated medical advancements while keeping the ease and familiarity of a community hospital. Support for Chautauqua Sunrise has been provided by WRFA 107.9 FM, Jamestown's public radio station, streaming online 24/7 at WRFALP.com. Low power to the people. Meter's Restaurant, a family tradition for over 50 years in downtown Ripley, is a proud supporter of Chautauqua Sunrise. Meter's provides all-day dining, banquet services, and custom catering, specializing in pie. Funding for Chautauqua Sunrise is provided in part by the Chautauqua County Industrial Development Agency, with offices in Jamestown and Dunkirk, helping businesses to prosper throughout Chautauqua County. From supporting people with disabilities to enjoy great lives, to providing health care services that are available to anyone, the Resource Center has been improving our county for more than 60 years. Learn more about how the Resource Center makes a positive difference in people's lives.
Is getting vaccinated on your to-do list? We can help you check it off, because we make getting vaccinated easy. You've got this, because we've got you. To learn more, visit yougotthis.usaging.org.
From the Access Chautauqua Studios in Mayville, it's Chautauqua Sunrise. Chautauqua Sunrise is hosted by Doc Hamels and supported by the award-winning volunteers at Access Chautauqua. We are here to share local news, colorful interviews, and events of interest to everyone. Chautauqua Sunrise is broadcast live Saturday mornings each week from 9 to 10 a.m. Send events via email or call us live. Check us out on YouTube and Facebook. And now, from the Access Chautauqua Studios, it's Chautauqua Sunrise.
Hey everybody, we're back and glad you could join us this fine spring morning. Hope you're all doing well. Good afternoon for those of you who are out there somewhere in Europe, or I don't know. We decided Australia is what, tomorrow? So good day. Wherever you are, Chris, if you're watching from Austria, good morning. We've got people that watch us throughout the world because we do stream live. And if you start watching this show and you can't finish up, it's going to be on YouTube forever and ever as long as YouTube is around. And of course, you always can catch us on our Facebook page. All right, so also good afternoon to all my listeners on WRFA 107.9, Low Power to the People in Jamestown, Tuesday at 1 o'clock. Thanks for joining us. We got a musical show for you, and I'm going to whisper real quietly. OsbornNash is in the house. One of my favorite groups. Okay, so it's going to be a fun show. We've already been doing a lot of chit-chat before the show and having a lot of fun, and so it's going to be great. As we're going through the show, as always, if you have a question, a comment, you want to ask the question of my guest, give us a call at 716-753-5225, 716-753-5225. If you're shy, Randy will write it down. A lot of times you'll probably see me do this. And that's somebody's handing me, that's invisible. We have invisible workers here. A little note that somebody may be called in or have an announcement, and we'll be happy to get that on the air for you. Okay, throughout the week, if you are interested in getting something on the air, give us a write to me. I know we had it up there a second. Thanks, Jeff. ChautauquaSunrise@gmail.com. Okay, and we get that, and we'll print it up, and I'll try my best to read it without stuttering or using multiple syllable European names. I'll get some of these from the Reg Linnae. That are these Italian directors that have 43 vowels in their names, and I try my best. Anyways. Well, I hope you're enjoying the spring. I know it's been raining a little bit, but holy cow, everything's greening up. Mr. Brody and I, my dog that you always see at the very end of the introductions, we have our morning walk every day, and I noticed that quite a few of the bushes and things like that are leafing out, and we got some tulips from my cousin from Holland. Cora, if you're watching, Krista, they're like about a foot high now and they're ready to blow up. They sent us like 56 tulips last year, bulbs, and I planted them and they're all like coming up at the same time, so it's gonna be way cool. Maybe I'll get a shot of that and I'll bring it in next week if I remember to do that. So anyway, spring is definitely here, and the weather is that time of year. You know, some days we have rain, some days it's gonna be nice, but I think it's gonna be a nice day today. All right, I want to do a shout out for my colleagues, Midnight Growlers. They're going to be over at the Ice Arena today, if I'm not mistaken, for the Hops and Wine Festival. And I played it last year, and it's just really awesome. There was like 800 people there or something nuts like that. So check out my friends over there, the Midnight Growlers. They're going to be playing there today. Let's see, what else does it say? Natalia! Good afternoon, and company over in the Ukraine. We're always thinking of you. Every time I watch the news, I think of you guys and hoping that you're all safe over there in Kiev or wherever you are in the Ukraine. So hang in there. For those of you that have been following my other show, Oak Island Plus, with my partner Jim McQuiston, this week you're going to get the opportunity to see episode 12.2. We took the episode and split it in half because we had so much to share with you. So if you are interested in the history of Oak Island and Nova Scotia, this our 12th episode. We just completed 1 year of production. And as of the moment, we almost have 28,000 views altogether. So it's been really pretty spectacular and a good run. And Jim and I already got like 4 shows planned out for next year. So I hope you will enjoy watching them off of this station. And we are appreciative that Access Chautauqua will let you view our show. All right, I got a bunch of announcements to do quickly because I do want to give a lot of time to our guest because, well, he's got a guitar, and if you haven't been hit by a guitar, you'll know that you'd want to, give him a lot of time here. All right, Infinity Spring Showcase. Merrill Lynch presents Infinity's annual Spring Showcase. This is going to happen soon. Get ready for an incredible night of talent, hard work, and youth empowerment. This is one of my favorite projects here in Chautauqua County is Infinity Visual and Performing Arts. They're going to have their Spring Showcase. It's happening April 27, 2024 at 7 p.m. in the Washington Middle School Auditorium. Don't miss your chance to see these talented young performers live on stages as Infinity celebrates their 25th anniversary of providing arts education services in Chautauqua County. If you're a follower of the show regularly, you know every Christmas they come in and they do a Christmas program for us, and it's just absolutely phenomenal. The hair stands up on my neck every time we bring them in because it's just watching these young folks that are budding musicians and actors and singers. I mean, it's just wonderful. And I think my guest would attest if we had YouTube and other things when we were young, we probably wouldn't be sitting here. We would be like in mansions in Memphis because they got so much opportunity to learn from professionals, and the technology is out there that we didn't have. But anyways, Infinity. Admission's $8 pre-sale, and it's $10 if you walk through the door. Kids under 18 are free. You pick up your tickets in advance at the Infinity Center or go online, infinityperformingarts.org/shop. You can buy tickets at the door, of course, as well. Attendees will also get the chance to win one of 2 raffle baskets containing $150 cash or $300 in gift certificates. Justin, this is your opportunity to win big. In local businesses and restaurants. How cool is that? Tickets are, for the raffles are 4 for $10 and can be purchased again at the Infinity Center or at the event. All right, Take Back Day. What is that? Drug-Free Communities Coalition through Hope Chautauqua. It's an initiative of Prevention Works, Educate, Collaborate, and Motivate. National Prescription Drug Take Back Day. Turn in your unused or expired prescription medication for safe disposal. And that's coming up Saturday, April 27 from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. All right. And this is being promoted by All Star EMS Services out of WCA over in Dunkirk. You can, for more information, give them a call at 366-4623. So this is going to be held at 738 Monroe Street in Dunkirk, and also the Chautauqua Center at 107 Institute Street. Now, the thing I want to remind you is if you have dogs like we do, They have prescriptions, and you don't want those things kicking around your medicine cabinets or wherever, because sometimes little fingers get into things that they shouldn't be getting into. So your own prescriptions, sometimes we have to help clean out our family's estates, and sometimes there's medications left over there. And you say, what do I do with these? Don't throw them in the toilet. Don't do that. Don't do that. Take them and dispose of them at the regular take-back days, okay? So something to think about. Hey, you want to be a firefighter? Check this out. Firefighters Candidate Physical Ability Test. The City of Jamestown Fire Department, in collaboration with the City of Dunkirk Fire Department, Village of Fredonia Fire Department, and the Chautauqua County Volunteer Fire Departments, is pleased to announce the upcoming Firefighter Candidate Physical Ability Test. This event will take place May 4th, okay, and May 5th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Northwest Savings Bank Arena. Just mentioned that. 319 West 3rd Street. This screening is a rigorous physical ability screening designed for potential new firefighters developed by fire service professionals. This screening consists of 8 separate event stations to assess candidates' physical abilities. Counts me out. Fire department administrators utilize the screening to obtain a qualified pool of potential firefighter candidates. You interested? 716-483-7598. 716-487598, and that's May 4th and 5th. All right, our friends over with the Dwyer Group for veterans, all right, they have something coming up called Let's Go Camping, and it's for veterans and their families. It's called the Dwyer Family Campout, and they're going to be over at the YMCA Camp Aniasa over in DeWittville on May 10th from 5 p.m. until May 12th, 10 a.m., and it says, why? Because it's a great time to get out of town and enjoy the outdoors with other veterans and their families. Okay, and if you're interested, give Cindy Reedy a call. She's been on the show before. 716-969-5542. 716-969-5542. Give her a call and she'll get you registered. So go camping and hang out with your friends. All right. They do a lot of programming for veterans, and as we know, a lot of times people get holed up at home and they get isolated, and this is a great opportunity for therapeutic time together and get things shared, and I think you'll feel better. All right, let's go to slide 17, Jeff. Walleye season. There's a walleye festival slated at the City Pier in Dunkirk. Okay, the City of Dunkirk and Primitive Patriot Outdoors are proud to announce the first annual Dunkirk Walleye Festival taking place on May 31 through June 2nd. So this is one of those mark your calendar things. Professional walleye anglers will compete in the 4th annual Western New York Walleye Classic. You gotta say that slowly. Directed by Josh Larson, tournament director, while the festival portion will be directed by Ryan Hall of Dunkirk Festivals. The Primitive Patriot Outdoors Western New York Walleye Classic will be the highlights of the festival, consisting of 2 to 5 anglers weighing in their biggest 6 fish caught, with the top 10 payouts and top 3 biggest fish prizes on Friday and Saturday. Okay, so basically, if you're interested, give Larson a call at 716-490-4226. Okay, and again, that's going to be in June, May 31st and June 2nd. So that's kind of a mark your calendar. And then finally, slide 18, Ancestral Voices, a Family Story by A.R. Gurney. Set in Buffalo, New York in the 1940s, Ancestral Voices is a bittersweet, often very funny story perceived through the eyes of a young Eddie whose family is turned upside down when his grandmother unexpectedly divorces his grandfather to marry his grandfather's best friend. Simultaneously, the outside world is undergoing historical changes akin to Gurney's love letters. Ancestral Voices is performed informally by actors reading from scripts. Okay, this excuse me, May 17th at 7, May 18th at 7, May 19th at 2 p.m. Tickets are $20. And this is going to be at Lakeshore Center for the Arts, my good friends over in Westfield, where I have had the pleasure of performing a number of shows there and acting. And so check it out, May 17, 18, 19, Ancestral Voices, A Family Story. Okay, I'm going to take a little breather, and we're going to be right back. It's going to be fun. Stay tuned.
It's me, Artie. Come see what I collected from the Creative Galaxy in my idea box.
Transform your world.
Will you help me make art?
Before you throw it away,
Hey, I have an idea.
think outside the box.
Go be amazing!
Give your cardboard box another life. Recycle.
Okay, we're back, and I'm going to ask Jeff to pop up the picture that I sent you, Jeff, and let's see if we can find that. This is my introduction for today's show. There we are, and here it is. I have it right here with me. There's my friends Liz and Bob from OsbornNash. That's we were playing, I think, an open mic that day up at the Big Inlet, and so welcome back to the show. And I have my official OsbornNash hat.
It looks amazing.
You guys really surprised me that day. Boy, I got a lot of shadow on my face, don't I? I got to tip it back.
There you go.
All right, I'll put it right here. How's that? I'll put it right up front. Yeah. Anyways, welcome back to the show. You were on here, what, a couple years ago, I think?
Yeah,
Yeah,
is
it's
it
been a
like
while.
Was it
3 years
before?
or something?
Well, I can tell you about when it was because you were going to compete in the WYRK talent.
yes.
So when was
well,
that?
That gives us something to talk about, doesn't it?
Yeah. How long ago was that?
That was just in 2022, actually, when we had the.
So a couple years ago then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you hadn't gone yet and you were going to.
Right, yeah.
So, and you guys won the whole thing.
We did.
Wow.
Did. Oh, man.
Very, very
Yeah.
cool.
Yes.
So-
that was exciting. We were up against a lot of other acts, and we ended up winning that, so we had the opportunity to perform at Salem Field in Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
And we opened up for Tim McGraw, Billy Currington, Walker Hayes, and Thompson Square.
You remembered all those? Wow.
Yeah, I could tell you one of them, us. We were there.
So now, how does that work? I mean, there you are. You went all Western New York, and there was probably, what, 25 groups or something like that?
Oh,
Oh,
gosh.
ultimately, I mean, from where it started and pared down.
I don't know how they did
to
it,
us,
so yeah.
We had to go through 2 or 3 different phases of that.
Mm-hmm.
And each time we were selected.
Well, we
And
need
then-
to original songs and some covers they wanted to see.
Yeah.
And
So you were on stage for how long? How long did you get to play?
Long enough to do, which thing now?
The actual Salem Field.
A half an hour, something
so
like
this
that.
was
We
Yeah.
got a good spot.
Good show.
Yeah, oh yeah.
or 40 minutes, because I think it started to run over a little bit. So,
You
well, like, hey, it
got
was
the old
great.
hook on?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
We managed to get actually everybody cooperating with us, which we're thinking about doing that with you a little bit
What's that?
into this. Oh, you'll see.
Oh, okay.
But we have some footage from that as well on our YouTube page.
Okay.
As well,
Super.
so.
I've seen pictures of it and really good
Yeah.
shots. I think
Oh,
your
great.
hair's blown in the air.
Oh, yeah.
Right, it was a windy day. That was very
the
windy. I
fan,
remember.
the fan right at our feet,
Yep.
So people always ask you, I'm sure the same question is, did you meet Tim McGraw or did you hang out with him? Get to go into the green room and.
We got to hang out with him being up on the monitor.
Yeah.
No, we didn't. He was being real aloof that day anyhow. It was just after the COVID and all the rest of this.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
you think about that.
Yeah. Well, and security and things like that nowadays, everybody's got to just kind of do their thing, I guess, and
Right.
keep you safe.
We were able to meet Thompson Square and Walker Hayes, though.
Yeah.
They were really nice
They were
people.
good
really
people.
humble.
So then I heard you did something else. You did like a private gig somewhere? What
Well,
was
we
that?
were asked to open up for Blake Shelton. You know?
Blake Shelton.
Yeah.
Sounds like kind of a familiar tone.
Yeah.
Blake Shelton.
Yeah.
Did you meet him? I hope.
Actually, we did.
Yeah, we did.
And where was this?
This was at Darien Lake.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
So how'd that go?
It was great.
That went great.
It was awesome. It was
So
a
you
lot of
opened
fun.
for him or just?
Yeah, we
Yes.
opened. We opened the show.
We were the act right before him. That's just, how it just
Yeah, it
worked.
was just like us and then Blake Shelton.
So was Gwen Stefani there?
Yeah, she
Yes,
was
you
there.
meet her?
was there. Yeah,
Not really.
no.
We
Yeah.
like in passing.
yeah.
You know?
I mean, she was more, kind of like, this is his deal kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah,
so
you
it's kind
step
of
back. Sure you do.
But it was really cool because while we were backstage, they were just kind of hanging out, chilling. Blake Shelton was just sitting there in his lawn chair and a red Solo cup, kind of chilling. So we had the chance to talk to him and hang out with him.
Good for you guys.
Yeah, he was a really nice guy.
So how'd you get picked for that? Because of the WYRK thing?
No, had nothing to do with that.
Just luck.
Actually, well, some people that I knew from like being in the business, and knew of what we had been doing, and they called us up and said, "Hey, so we're gonna get a hold of you, and we'd like you to open it for Blake Shelton." I'm going, "Come on,
Yeah, really?
you
Is
know,
this a joke?
really?
Yeah.
Not really. Come on." And then we got another call, and they had to send our music to his team, and they had to approve it. And they said that if they approve it, then you guys will open the show.
Wow, well, good for you.
And we did.
That was
Well,
great.
that obviously is a mark of your professional ability and your musicality. I mean, you guys are really good. And I know we're going to get to music here in a bit, but I like to do a little backstory. So, Liz, how did you get involved with music? I know you said from early years you were singing and stuff.
Yeah, yes. So as long as I can remember, just as a little girl, just always sang, always loved it. But it wasn't really until I met Bob, because I didn't really know how to pursue it in a way, you know. When I was applying for colleges, they would just tell me, "Oh, you're going to be teaching." And I was like, well, I want to write it. I want to make it. I want to try to do it all. But that wasn't until I met Bob. And then Bob was like, "Oh, yeah, we could do this." Yeah, fun.
So, is this your full-time gig?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you met Bob, and Bob has been, I believe
a
you're
great
just a
teacher.
hair younger than Keith Richards, right?
I sure hope so. I hope
Keith
so.
and I are about the
You know
same
what, if
age.
you want to go down that road? That's a whole nother show.
That's a whole other show.
Yeah.
We all pick on Keith Richards,
Richards,
as
that's
we
perfect.
should. But you've been playing for a long time in so many different groups. I know last time you explained, you know.
So many that,
Yeah.
you know, that would be another show, that really would. But Liz and I got together and, you know, found that we could tolerate each other.
That's
right?
important.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the
That's,
best.
that's not
you know.
easy to do. Not you personally, but I mean, whenever you're working with somebody, you know, always
Yeah.
starts out really cool, and then sometimes it takes a nosedive.
Yeah. No, we're both really lucky. She can put up with me, you know what I mean, and she does a great
So
job.
how long have you been together? About 5 years now? I don't even know.
I think
Eight.
it's 8
8 years?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right.
8. Yeah.
Shoot.
That's another thing too.
That's a
I was
testament.
such afraid of. I had such stage fright all the time, and so now I learned from Bob how to get by that. But my parents would take me out to karaoke to get over it when I was
Karaoke?
younger.
Oh
Yeah, they're like, "Come on, you can do it." You're
Yeah,
great."
a lot of people think it's easy to get up there, and it's like, you know, I remember in the early days I'd be out in the parking lot throwing up or something.
Oh my
God,
gosh.
that's too funny. I got a really funny story, and then let's get to some music. You did the WYRK competition in my band. I mean, like back in the '80s, they were doing it then. We had to go to the Hamburg Fairgrounds.
Oh, sure.
And so I think that, I don't know, it was like 25 bands, and we competed. And I still remember everything was going fine till the wind kicked up, and it blew my music off the music stand. And we were doing a pretty intricate song with a lot of major sevenths and minors. It was like I don't even remember what it was. Don't make my brown eyes blue or something or other. And I was like, "Are you gotta be kidding me?"
Yeah.
Well, we came in like I think 11th or something like that. But I clearly remember that experience and never wanted to do that again. So, anyways, so tell me about where you are musically these days, and you know, maybe we'll hear some. So what's going on? You had a CD, I know that.
Yeah,
Well,
we do,
we-
and we got the shirt for
This
it.
is
Yeah,
it.
right,
That's,
yeah.
that's right. And our first CD has done well, you know, and now we're just about finished recording the second one.
Okay, you got a working title yet?
We're going back and forth. It might be called This Is It, but we don't know.
The new one?
You know,
the
the
new
new
one?
one, yeah.
It's not going to be called This Is It. The
Oh,
first
this-
one's called This Is It.
That's why you're here. What are we calling it? What did I say?
As good as it gets.
Oh, there you go. Well, once we
Part two, like,
resolve, that will be it.
Well,
That's right.
I thought you were serious. I said,
No.
"Hey, this is it, the
Yeah.
first
This-
one."
well,
I know that one.
This is the sequel.
This is it, part two.
This is it again,
Part two.
squared. Yeah.
We're back.
Yep.
So how would you describe your music?
Good question.
I'm serious
no,
because people ask
Right.
all of us that all the
Yeah.
time.
I'll let Liz start and I'll jump in. How would you describe it, Liz?
I like to just say it's a mix of everything. I mean, clearly when you listen to the first album, it has such a variety. It just sounds like a lot of different kind of genres going on.
Yeah.
The second one, I feel like, I don't know, really hones in more on not as maybe as much of a variety, would you say, Bob? It's more of a kind of who we are, as Bob said, as good as it gets. You know, this is who we are. It's as good as we get, kind of thing.
This is it.
Yeah.
So sort of you've kind of honed your own style and sound.
Well,
I
we
know.
have.
We've been labeled Americana.
That's a catch-all
Yeah.
these days. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, we were called that too. I know
Yeah.
Bill Ward uses that phrase quite often.
Yeah.
And it kind of does fit because it could be anywhere from rockabilly to country to rock to
Right.
bluegrass. It just because we blend it, don't
Yes,
we?
yeah.
Yeah, and that's almost a description of us. You know, we really do kind of cross a lot of streams and a lot of barriers in terms of what we do. You know, and we do what we do instead of we're not trying to niche into one thing.
Yeah.
And just be, let's say, country or anything else.
Yeah, you work more when you do that.
Yeah, right.
People say, "Well, we're looking for a country band. We're there for you. We're looking for a bluegrass. We can do that. You want a rock group? We're rock. You gotta be flexible these days.
Yeah. What you do with what with what we're doing now, because we play a lot of clubs, and so it's not where we're just being featured with our own music. Some places, yes, but that's really what we're trying to hone ourselves into more. Where we're going to go and just play what we write, as opposed to,
That takes
trying
a
to
while,
make people
doesn't it, to develop?
Oh, yeah.
People say, "Well, I want to hear Freebird."
Oh,
That's a standard joke in the music world. I'd say, "Well, do Freebird, but you got to write down your request on the back of a $50 bill."
You've
Kill
been
me
to
now.
Nashville.
Oh, yeah.
But I can attest that my band opened for you guys over the years, and we've actually been on stage together for a little bit. And when you walk on stage, the crowd is there. I mean, it'll kind of build as we were there, but then all of a sudden I look out and the place is like totally packed, and they know your music. They're ready for you, and that's really cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's nice.
We've been
If
lucky.
it wasn't for everyone kind of following us and liking our pages and whatnot, I mean.
Yeah. And you've been to Nashville a number of times. I mean, you must have a
Yeah.
circuit that you work down there. Is that how that
We
works?
play mostly now. It seems like Redneck Riviera,
Yeah.
a place down there.
That's John Rich's bar
John
from Big
Rich's
and
bar.
Rich.
Yeah. In fact, we'll be down there, won't we, Liz?
We will be, Bob. I'm so
Wow.
glad you brought this up. We'll be down there playing at Redneck during the CMA Fest, which will be the June 6th to the 9th. So we'll be down at the bar playing there. We'll also be performing at the Commodore Grill while we're down there.
Okay. And this is right in Memphis, I'm assuming?
Right,
Or Nashville.
Nashville.
Nashville, yes.
I don't know why I said Memphis.
Oh,
I'm
that's
thinking
okay.
of Elvis, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're trying
right.
to take us
Yeah.
out, more places.
Stretch
That's
out,
okay.
yeah.
We'll do
Yeah.
it. We'll be there.
Yeah. So, do you manage yourselves, or do you have a manager? How's that work?
Yeah.
No, you're looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it. This is what we do.
This
is it.
Yeah, again. See, yeah.
Yeah, and that's a lot of work. People don't realize that. What's always swell is when someone calls you up and says, I got you a gig, it's here, and show up.
Yeah.
Then you have to deal with all the other garbage. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of garbage out there you got to deal with.
Right.
There's some cuckoo people, and they expect a lot for nothing and everything else. So,
Yeah, it's tough. There's some booking agents, they'll put you any place.
yeah,
Anywhere they can get you, and that's the downside of
yeah.
it.
I know bands over the years. The booking agent booked them, and they show up, and it's like we're in a supper club. Why are we here? It's like never a good feeling. But then again, you get the other jobs like you've had, and it's like, wow, this is like the best.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
how about some music? Let's get started. Let's get a song and talk a little bit as we go.
Yeah, we could.
All right. Yeah.
We have a guitar here. I see that.
I think
That's
I
right.
think it'd be. I think it'd be a nice idea, because we had to get up so early for this.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
And we were working on a song one
I
day.
don't feel good about this.
We were working on a song one day, and getting nowhere.
Yeah.
We were down in Nashville, and we said, man, we just need to take a break from all of this, And just then, a song popped into the head, It's like,
yeah.
whoa, that's a great idea. we need to take a break, a day break.
A day
right?
Day
break
break.
from the day.
Yeah, you
That's
know.
right.
And we, when you're taking a break, sometimes you find things to do to keep you busy and
Yep.
have a little fun when you're taking a break.
Yeah.
So you get a little fun for him.
set up
That's
here.
right. Yeah.
Oh,
More.
Justin,
Justin.
come on.
Justin,
All right.
we
Your
need you,
favorite
buddy.
colors there.
All right.
Come on
That's
over,
right.
Justin.
Come on. Get your dad in here.
Okay, well, if you're not going to come over and join us, then you got to take one of these, and you can use it from over there.
Yeah.
Which end do I blow into here?
Yeah, perfect. And you know what? Anyone at home
Yes.
who's been to our shows, they know that this is
You're
the
the
kazoo
kazoo
fun.
beat. All right.
Yes, yes.
All right.
And so just hum into the fatter end of your kazoo. Perfect.
Oh, man, he's got it down.
I'm going to follow this. I don't know when to come in.
Well, this is going to show you,
Randy,
That's
get a
right.
kazoo.
Oh, bring him over.
And you know, at our shows, we normally like to record the audience so that we will be able to, have some footage to back up the song and the promotion.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So here's the part that'll be
Okay.
the song.
Now, you're going to have to play this part.
Do I have to do harmony?
No, if you want to do
Okay.
it,
Hey, yeah.
but you're going to...
okay. Yeah.
It's like a freighter coming to shore,
It was my whale.
Man.
All right, I'm ready when you are.
So when we do this, now
Yes.
also we want you to know that we were doing this for 20,000 people, right?
Yes, we did. We brought a few to the. We're like, we should have brought more.
That's a lot of
But-
kazoos.
We had all these people doing this at the concerts that we played, the big ones.
Awesome.
Yep.
So go ahead, show them.
Some.
All right, I'm ready.
All right.
All right.
She's going to play it, you play it back.
Okay.
You can do that. Okay, it's your turn now. 2, 3, 4.
Wait a minute.
I like it.
Oh, show off. He's been practicing.
Everybody starts at a kazoo
bad.
somewhere.
Good, right?
All right, I'm ready.
Now,
Go, go, go,
there are
go.
moments during the song for you to do that, okay?
All right, I'm ready. I'll follow this.
So now here's what happened that day. It's a true story.
This is a long song.
Cup of Joe, here I go. Called off work and now I've got my comfies on. Look out the window, watch it rain. I'm inside, can't complain, just rolling along. Thinking I'm not going anywhere today. Just doing what I'm doing, what more can I say? Taking a day break. Thinking about nothing cause I've had all the thinking that I can take.
On our new album.
I'm ready, I'm ready.
This is on our new album.
Taking a day break. Everybody needs to get away, and this is my escape. Busy beaver, run around preoccupied. I don't let that get me down. Curl up in an easy chair, act like I don't have a care with no one around. Thinking I'm not going anywhere today. Just doing what I'm doing, what more can I say? Taking a day break. Thinking about nothing cause I've had all the thinking that I can take. Taking a day break. Everybody needs to get away, and this is your escape. Thinking I'm not going anywhere today. I'll be content if nothing gets in my way.
Wow. Make him do it himself. Let's hear you. Take it. Wow. What a ham. It's Dr. Ham.
Thinking I'm not going anywhere today. I'll be content if nothing gets in my way. Just doing what I want, what more can I say? Taking a day break. Thinking about nothing cause I've had all the thinking that I can take. Taking a day break. Everybody needs to get away and this is my escape. Taking a day break. Thinking about nothing cause I've had all the thinking that I can take.
Get out the gun.
Woodwork. Sun breaks through, it's a beautiful day. Called off work and I've still got my comfies on.
Oh, folks, you've been watching Osborn, Nash, and Doc.
Yeah, that's right.
So where did the kazoo come in? I mean, it's a fun thing. And anybody can play it, obviously.
When we were doing it, I just thought it would be great. You know, I told Liz, I said, we got to get a kazoo.
Well, it was
Put
honestly
this
like
in here.
that lazy, laid back kind of song.
Yeah.
We were like, and it was just coming up, like do 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 do.
You should never give me an instrument of any kind.
Perfect. And you know what? It's a perfect song that everyone can participate in, and the perfect instrument. I mean, everyone can play the kazoo.
Right. All you gotta do is hum. That was fun. Thank you. I
Exactly.
enjoyed that. That was cool. I like to ad lib, by the way.
Yeah.
Do you like my little descending run?
Yeah, it was perfect. That's awesome. Freestyling.
Freestyling kazoo player. I can have that in my resume now.
Yeah.
My list of instruments. So who wrote that song?
Well, we did together.
Okay, collaboration. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was like in the moment, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one of us had to wear the comfies, the comfy clothes that day, just sweatpants, t-shirt, so.
Okay, Bob, we gotta catch your mic. There you
I
go.
see it, yeah.
All right.
Oh,
So if you need help with that, we will help you. It's
Well, actually,
your
I lost
clip
your
is still
mic
on
is
there.
on.
I got the clip.
Yep, you
Yeah.
got the clip. So anyways, this happens. So folks, if you're watching Chautauqua Sunrise, my guests today are Osborn, Nash, Liz, and Bob, and we're having lots of fun here. You can't imagine how, they keep changing the camera, and I'm about crying laughing here. Great fun. So 20,000 people, and you have all these kazoo players, and I bet they
That's
were having a
right.
good. Did you teach them the
Yeah.
part?
yeah, we
that's-
did.
that's fun.
We did. That was really exciting.
Years ago, I did an Irish song, and it doesn't matter what the name of it was, but there was always this part about a car. And so I would pull somebody from the audience and give them one of those little bike horns. Or, honk, honk, honk. And whenever I said the word car, they had a honk during the song.
Oh, cool.
That's
Kind of
cool.
same
I
idea.
love that, yeah.
So, okay. Jeff just yelled about something. Do we have a phone call? Oh, it's ringing in.
Oh, boy.
Oh, all right. So we need our lovely operator to go answer it. Here
Oh,
we
no.
go. Okay. So tell me about the process of writing music, because a lot of people think they're songwriters and they get stuck. They get writer's block or whatever.
Well, for the most part, like what happens for me is I'll wind up I'll noodle around and I'll have a thought musically. It usually starts there, with the thought, a melody before I've even gotten like to a place of lyrics, and once that kind of falls into place, and it does, it's the seed that starts the song going, but then you really gotta, you gotta, it should be something genuine. And always the best songs, I think, are songs that are real and about a real experience. And that's one thing about our album, this one, and both of them. though,
Whatever it's
the
called.
songs, yeah, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
This was it. I don't know. But But what's going to happen there is you're going to hear real stories. Long story short, you know.
There's a
real
song in there, though,
situations.
that, is a little dark, though. It's,
Yeah.
not real for us, but, I mean, could be
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah, but real for me.
Yeah.
You know.
And if you go back to any band and you listen to the songs, you think, oh, that's a really nice song. But then when you hear the backstory, you go, whoa, it's coming from the gut and things. So it's great. You ever do this? It used to happen to me because I've written songs over the years. And you just walk into the room and all of a sudden you just stop. You gotta grab a piece of paper, you gotta write it down right then and there, or grab the guitar and say, I think I got an idea, or you ever do that? Or?
Yeah, of course, but for me, a lot of times it happens in the car, and I'll grab my phone or something, and I'll or sometimes drive along and I'll say, Liz, write this down.
Right, yeah.
Okay, we got a phone caller. Let's get a call. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Jack. This is Linda Spalding.
Hi, Liz.
Good morning, Bob and Liz. I really like your song. I love the kazoo.
Oh,
thank
Wait a
you.
minute. Whose kazoo? There was 2 kazoos.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
yeah, there was one kazoo was kazooing all over us.
Oh, that's such a great song, and the kazoo did fit in perfectly.
Yeah. Well, you should come down and see us live because you'll get your own kazoo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we've
Well,
got
there-
one with your name on it. Well, it's our name, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all right.
Linda, they're going to be playing at the Big Inlet. What time tonight?
5:30.
All right, just down the road from you.
5:30.
Yes.
Oh. I think I might stop over.
Oh, that would be nice.
Wonderful.
We'd like to see you.
good luck.
I'll tell you what, just tell them you watch the show today and they'll give you a free kazoo. How's that?
Oh, okay. I think I might have a kazoo. Doc had all kinds of instruments.
Yeah.
He played all kinds of stuff. He played Beethoven's Ninth Symphony on the harmonica. He did.
Holy cow.
Wow.
That's one instrument I just never could figure out.
That's one
Well,
symphony.
you have a wonderful day,
All right,
and
Lynn.
good luck.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Colin.
Great weekend.
Thanks, Linda. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Oh, wow. Songwriting and so as I was saying, it's interesting to get the backstories because you don't realize, what that song really was about, and that's cool. And you can kind of tell your own life story in a way that's the song, but it's not giving you a lot of personal information, but it's enough just to make the song work.
Well, some songwriters really go deep personally, and it all depends. And some people really like that, appreciate that, and then others are like, "Whoa, that's too much information."
Some I don't know if you get asked this. We talked about genre, but do you have a particular singer that you like to work with their material? And Bob, same with you in your world.
Mine ranges, between Patsy Cline, Leanne Rimes,
Yeah.
Carrie Underwood.
There you go.
I even love, Ed Sheeran. I love the whole bunch of
Right.
mixture.
I could hear you doing Ed Sheeran stuff. I know you do.
Yeah.
I've heard you do
Oh.
that. Yeah. And Bob, how about you? I mean, you've
anybody
been around
that
a long
can
time.
make a vocal sound.
Yeah.
You're good with.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't.
So
I'll try.
when you started out in music, who was your early group that you really kind of liked? I mean, obviously I was the Beatles and the
Yeah.
Rolling
Well,
Stones.
I always liked the Beatles and the Stones, and,
Yeah.
and when I think about that, but then I used to really enjoy like Hee Haw too, some of those shows.
Did you ever watch the Porter Wagner show on Saturday afternoons?
Not
Out of
really,
Buffalo,
no.
I used to watch Dolly Parton when she used to wear these little
Yes.
pink outfits, and she was this diminutive little person. You say, "We're gonna bring out this little girl now named Dolly Parton," and Porter Wagner with all the fringe stuff. And boy, country's come a long way since those days.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yes, it has.
But I was like really into Yes and
Oh, yeah.
Genesis and
Yeah.
some of those sounds and those things, for the longest time. But always like this in the background was like this country thing, that I appreciated,
When you play country, it's almost like you've come home. I don't know how to explain that. I mean, all those years I was trying to emulate those rockers, and then when I got into country music, it was sort of like, it fits. Other people, it doesn't fit, but for some people, it fits. It feels right. I can't explain it.
Yeah. And when you see some of the players that are doing country, you know, they're playing everything. I mean, these guys are amazing, amazing players. You know, and they can play anything, and a lot of them do. A lot of them, you think it's just country, but these guys are out there doing rock.
Well, in the
and they're
early
doing
days, that's what
jazz.
paid the bills, right?
Yeah.
You want me to play rock? I can be a rocker. You know?
Yeah, it's just incredible.
Yeah. So when's your release for your next CD?
Yeah, that's what we're working on right now because we're waiting. We just recorded what we think is the last song. Well, it is the last song on the CD, and we're trying to get the mix finished on that song. The mixes on the other 10 songs are done, but the mastering needs to be done. But we're waiting on this one mix. You know, once we get it, we can say, okay, go ahead, finish the mastering, and we wanted to do it like this summer, you know, and we're still hoping, but it's not set in stone.
Wow.
We're at the mercy of some really talented people, and they have projects going like huge.
So do you bring in studio musicians to back you, or how's that work?
We have like a core group that we've been recording with. We've been really lucky with a guy named Jeff Taylor, who's a keyboardist, and Jeff, well, he plays piano, you name it,
Synthesizers.
accordion.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah.
You know, banjo, penny whistle.
Oh, yeah,
Like in our new
I know penny
album,
whistle.
you'll hear penny whistle and you'll hear trumpets and different things on one of the songs. But yeah, we have a core group. We go in, we put down the basic tracks with them, and then we bring it back. You know, and add parts. You know, and I could add guitar or mandolin or some parts. You know, that whatever I could pull off, and then we do vocals. We got Lizzie here. You know?
Well, you know, and I ask this question because a lot of people don't realize how hard, I don't want to say, maybe that's not the word hard, but how intricate the work is to produce music these days, or ever was, and that it's just not walk in, sing, and you leave. I mean, it's complicated. Plus, trying to promote your stuff and everything else. I mean, it's,
there's a lot.
you got to
Like you
really
said.
love doing what you're doing.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, oh, well,
Exactly.
totally. And I'll tell you, the thing that you get to see is how difficult it is for the touring musicians.
Yeah.
You know, they're out there. That's a lot of work. You know, these guys that are going on these tours, incredible.
You know, I always told people I would still be active in music today if I had a guitar tech and a whole set of roadies, and all I had to do was walk on, put my hand out, grab my guitar, do my things, then at the end of the night, hand my guitar off and go to my room.
Yeah.
But it doesn't happen when you're working musicians like most people are.
Right.
It's a lot of work.
Yes.
Now, do you bring your own equipment, or a lot of times does the venue have the equipment for you, sound system and stuff?
For the most part, we're a lot of the rooms we play, we have to bring our own stuff in, and so.
But on May 29th, we'll be at the Sportsman's Tavern.
Oh, up in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7 to 10.
Very
That's
nice.
right. So that'll be a plug and play
That'll
for the
be-
most part.
Yes.
Good.
You know,
That's
that'd be
good.
nice.
Those are far and few between.
Well, you got that one,
Yes.
didn't you?
I did. I had
Oh,
to.
absolutely. Please. Everybody wants to know where you're going to be. So
Well,
tonight,
Liz is the best at that. Let me tell you,
she's
she
your PR
doesn't
person.
let an opportunity slide.
So, Bob, have you always been a full-time musician, or did you do other things?
No, I had a marketing design company for quite a while. I wasn't making enough money to support the family.
Don't give up the day job. Yeah.
Yep, and then finally I said, that's enough,
So you said family. So you have a son. I mentioned earlier. He's in Austria. Maybe watching.
Austria,
right now?
yeah.
What's
He's
he doing in
Vienna.
Austria?
He
of all
lives in
places?
Vienna. He's a tour manager. He managed Chick Corea for like 18 years.
Wow.
And then Chick died.
Yeah.
And he's a great guy. And Chris has a group right now that primarily he's with called Lettuce. And he does like John McLaughlin and some other Stanley Clark, people like that.
Okay.
But yeah.
So, do you want to do like a premiere, like a preview showing of some of your new material? Would you like to do a song from the past? It doesn't matter.
No, we're gonna. Liz mentioned darkness, and so I thought, really?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Feature. You know, last time we were here,
I guess I don't do kazoo in this one. I'll just set it over
No,
here.
put that kazoo away.
we
I'll Lock it up.
We performed the "This Is It" songs from the first album.
Okay, so
so
this-
this time around we'll play the.
All right, so what's the backstory on this then, if it's so dark? I mean, what's the deal? Are
Well,
we talking
this-
vampires and blood and stuff?
Oh, not that dark.
Not
Not
quite.
that- Oh,
Cable second or
Third.
Yeah, so
Yep.
thanks, honey.
Our little footnotes here, yeah.
I like your cable. This is what I have. I got one for every one of my instruments.
What happened was, you know how we all had to take a lot of time off for COVID? You
Yeah.
know, and we're watching shows like
Yep.
Dateline, you know.
2020. Yeah.
Yep.
And I was thinking while I'm watching this, I'm going, oh, we could make a song up. Here's a song for you. You know, make up our own Dateline song. you
Okay.
know.
Right.
So that's what this is going to be. This is a story.
Okay.
This is.
I'm ready.
This could have been one of the shows. You know?
Well, you know, we gotta submit it to them, you know? Maybe they'll pick it up.
And the name of it is?
Fall from Grace.
Fall from Grace.
Yes.
Okay.
It was a cold night in December, and he was running out of time. No room for his self-pity, he'd already crossed the line. She was more than he could handle, but he found out too late. He was guilty and desire took a life, sealed his fate. Street lights on a road with no redemption. There could be no turning back, no forgiveness, no exception. Blood stains tattooed on his face. One more soul collected, and the devils fall from grace. She played the victim perfectly the night he made the call. She reached out for the apple, took a bite, ate it all. Convinced that he would set her free from a lifetime of abuse. He thought he took the devil down, but he turned the devil loose. Street lights on a road with no redemption. There could be no turning back, no forgiveness, no exceptions. Blood stains tattooed on his face. One more soul collected, and the devils fall from grace. Too late to find forgiveness, running from his sin. He swore to find a way to take her straight down with him. She planned to go to Tennessee, needed him to take her there. But he knew he'd been played the fool, she never really cared. The car was going 95 when it ran into that tree. When they found them, he was smiling, knew the devil had been me. Street lights on a road with no redemption. There could be no turning back, no forgiveness, no exceptions. Blood stains tattooed on his face. One more soul collected, and the devils fall from grace. Street lights on a road with no redemption. No turning back, no forgiveness, no exceptions. Blood stains tattooed on his face. One more soul collected, and the devils fall from grace.
Wow.
Nice job, Bob.
The crew asked me to move your cup and water
Oh my
to the
gosh.
right. Evidently,
I'm
they
so
wanna-
sorry.
That reminded me a little bit. No, you're fine.
No, I know, I'm all-
You're fine.
Bob, you're fine, Bob.
You're fine.
I thought
That
so.
reminds me a little bit of the old Robert Johnson down at the crossroads with the devil and all that.
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah,
was,
sure.
I was thinking of that. Wow, that was dark. So how do you determine who sings what? I mean, how does that work? I mean, there's writing the song, there's the lyrics, and then there's actually producing the vocals.
Yeah, well, for the most part, it's like I love to hear Liz sing, you know, and you know, our relationship right now is like I'll come up with, you know, a lot of the songs and things like this, but the songs come to life you know, when Liz is singing them.
We have the spitball mechanism.
Yeah, we do. And that seems to be what's working. And there's some songs that I will sing. You know, we'll do something here. You know, because you mentioned some Irish thing before, and I thought, oh yeah, okay, maybe we'll do that song. You know,
Cool.
And but you know, you can tell for the most part. And you know what feels best in this particular song. Who should be singing it? Liz.
Yeah. Because I know that over the years, you know, working with other musicians, you know, you kind of want to see what you sound like, or what you think, or I feel better doing the harmony, or that's way too high for me, or you know, or whatever, or the timbre of your voice is, you know, if it's better. So we still have about 3.5 minutes, and we'll get to one more song. But goals, where are you going musically? What do you think? You know, 2 years from now, if I'm still here and y'all still here, and you guys are all still here, where do you think you'll be? I mean, what do you want to do?
Well, I think what we're trying to do is groom our own audience. So, I mean, ideally, it would be to play what we write and create for that audience. You know, so whatever that means, as far as it takes you. But you know, in this business, it's like you just have no idea. You know.
Take the breaks when they come.
It's all it seems to be all online and YouTube and you know. So if you either get lucky or you keep doing what you love.
Well, speaking of, how do people get a hold of you? I mean, this is your time to do a little advertising.
All right. Here we go, Bob.
Go ahead, let's take it.
Well, of course, we have our website, OsbornNashMusic.com. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, as Bob mentioned. We have a mailing list as well on our website, so people can subscribe to that and, you know, stay up to date with all the exciting things we're having or doing. And we also have something fun that everyone can actually participate in. If they have a kazoo of ours, a sticker, a shirt, hat, sweatshirt, you name it, something that shows our name on it, we have something called an ONBFF, an Osborn-Nash Best Fan Friend. So if they take a picture of themselves, that's right, they send it. They send it to us any way through our social media pages or website. They just send it to us, tag us to it, and they could possibly be featured on our sites.
There you go.
Yes.
All right, so tonight, Big Inlet, 5 o'clock or whatever, and then May what? 7th?
May 29th.
29th, okay.
Sportsman's Tavern, 7 to 10.
All right, and then, of course, follow your page. So we got a minute and a half, so take us out. What are you going to do?
Well, you know what? If this would probably be a good take 'em out song.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And this is called?
Same Old.
Same Old.
That's right. It's the same old broken heart I had last time. Left us torn apart, but I'm not crying. It's the same old pair of shoes I'm walking in, just stumbling through, but I know where I've been.
Beautiful.